Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Baba ki Jai. So those who were here yesterday will understand. Your examination has started. You found that the exam sheets which you got already have all the answers. Everything is done. Now what is your move? You want to add something? You want to cancel something? You want to show how much you've learned? You got this wonderful surprise the minute you entered. And if you don't see it yet, see it now. Everything that had to be completed is complete. Are you going to add some and, if, but? But to do that, you have to specify what is missing right now. What will you speak except about the appearance of something? What's on the other side of the appearance? What witnesses this appearance? Who is aware of them? Where is your doubt here? Dance is happening here in the world. All this dance is happening for many of you. I know I've been getting messages. Yes. Events, emotions, thoughts, pain. All this is happening. But does this dance contain you? The entirety of you? Are you in this? Moving. Is it? Because if you are in that, then you also are coming and going. Then you don't need to worry anyway. Is it? Because you'll be gone soon. If you were just an appearance, then why try to fix something? But if you are not contained in any appearance in the dance, but you are that which witnesses all of it, that is aware of all of it, and yet remains completely untouched, no matter what the content of the dance may be. Now, which is your truth? What contains you? What defines you? Investigate this. I'm saying instead of investigating why are these things happening to me? Not so far. Okay. Now what will happen is that you might feel like you are an object contained within this body. Okay, let me go really slowly. Body is an object. So all that an object can contain is only an object. Can an object contain a non-object? It can have the space to have other objects. So it's that space or other objects. You see? So if you are something which is contained in this body, then you must be an object. You see? Now, this object has never been found by anybody. You cut open the head, you will not find the object called me. You cut open any part of the body, you will not find this object, which is me. So as you see that, and all of you know in your heart actually that you're not an object. You see, there's the mind might be fighting right now, trying to find 100 reasons to convince you that actually you are an object. You might be the brain or something. They'll try to convince you of these kind of answers. But your heart is telling you, before this body I was. After this body I will be. Even this very popular notion that I will rest in peace after this body is gone. Even such a popular notion, that means so much of humanity actually in their heart believes that they are not bound by these bodies. And as you're starting to see that this body is nothing but a set of perceptions, a set of experiences, a set of sensations, then what is the mind trying to do? It is trying to figure out some oneness with the rest of the world. Saying, okay, I can't be the body, but I can't yet see that I am one with the world. But that is the next container that the mind is giving you. That you are an object contained in this world, or you are the world object itself. You see, but that is also nothing but a set of sensations, a set of perceptions. So you don't have to try find oneness this way, like this. How am I one with this computer? How am I one with another body? You don't have to. You see, I know, and I'm saying it sounds funny, but many of you are trying to do this. And I'm saying in Satsang, it sounds like, who would do that? So if you've broken one objective boundary, or you see that you've never been contained in this objective boundary, now you're trying to broaden that objective boundary, but it's only consisting of more perception. But what is that which is beyond perception? What is that which does not come and go? All perceptions, they come and go. All appearances, they come and go. What is that which witnesses the coming and going? Who is that that can even say they come and go? Is that itself an appearance? Then you are starting to see that you are not even this world. Just like you saw that you are not just this body, you're starting to see that you are not just this world. You're not just this universe. All of this is still the dance of perceptions. And many bodies you are identifying with, many worlds which you call your own world. When you're here in this realm, you say, "This is my, this is my life, my world." When you're in a dream, you say, "That is your life, your world." When you're daydreaming, then you feel like that is your life, your world. Consciousness is projecting various realms for you to inhabit. Find that one which is beyond all of these states. What does not go to sleep in your sleep state? What remains untouched when the waking state comes? What is here? One has gone to sleep, right? And I mentioned sleep state. What remains untouched, no matter what the sensation might be? The strongest sensation might be there. Strongest pain might be here. Is the entirety of you in pain? What can you say about that which witnesses this pain? Biggest grief might be there. Is the entirety of you in grief? See? So we are not to get into any sort of denial of the world. We can look at the appearance as an appearance. But if you were to use that definition of reality, it says that reality is that which is unchanging. Does that deserve a bit of our attention or no? Our entire life is going in the play of appearances. And there is enough in this drama to go on with various things, something or the other. You see? If you're happy to spend this entire existence just playing with this set of appearances, that's fine too. But I am speaking to those who are willing to look beyond what is beyond this play of coming and going. And if it is beyond this play of coming and going, it must be here now. It can never go. And for the true knowledge of this, knowledge with a capital K, all that is needed is the dropping of the false. Don't have to come to reality actually, because that would be contradictory again. You can't come to that which is not coming and going. It must already be here. But just for a moment, can you be empty of this conceptual layer of dust, of your favorite ideas about yourself, of all that you have learned? including all the satsangs you have attended. Nothing. You have heard nothing. You have understood nothing. Not one step you have walked. You have always just been here. Who are you now? And if your answer is just an inference, then better you admit that you don't know. To hold on to a second hand answer, even if you have heard it in satsang, will not get you there. It's not integrity. No judgment, no inference, nothing learned, completely naked of any concept. Who are you now? I don't know is not a bad answer. Sometimes some of us have these biological children. These children, they'll ask you a lot of questions. Now, it's not that the questions are tiring, actually, because many parents complain that these questions are tiring. My child asked too many questions. Yeah. So the questions are not tiring. It is because they ask you a question which will make you feel stupid very fast. You see? Because ultimately, if you're talking to a child, within 5 or 6 questions, it'll come to things like, why is the sky blue? And you don't want to feel stupid that I've lived in this on this planet for 40 years and more, and you still don't know why the sky is blue. You see? So then, like, keep quiet. You'll understand when it's your time. You see? Because this fear of admitting in India also, and some Middle Eastern countries also, it is like this. That nobody tells you if you ask them for directions. Nobody says they don't know. Okay, everybody will say just go a little bit forward. There you'll find it. So where there on left or right? No, no. There you go. There, then you ask somebody. So do you know? Yeah, of course. What do you mean? Of course I. So this is what is happening after many satsangs for many of you. You can feel like, but I've heard I'm awareness. I've heard I'm consciousness. I heard I'm the unborn. You see? So how can I admit to myself that I don't know actually? Because this I don't know sounds like bad news or something. But actually it is the best news. If you come to this neutrality, this emptiness of I don't know, that means that you have dropped all concepts about who you are. And as you're empty of any concept of who you are, In a moment, you might see that this truth has been so apparent. And that is why one of my themes over the last few weeks has been don't try to solve it like an equation. Because many are trying to solve it as a mathematical inference or something. Oh, I found this is this, therefore this equals this, therefore I must be that. You see, it cannot be a must be like that. That is a very sort of mental form of Advaita. Many of you are trying to see some emptiness or something. But this is still mental visualization. You're trying to find the space. Because sometimes in satsang we use the terms like the space of being or the space of awareness. The mind latches onto that and tries to give you this big empty space. And you start to believe that, oh, that is awareness. It is not that. What is aware of even that perceiving? Then you will see that it is neither an object nor space. See, Ashtavakra said, isn't it? Neither the earth, water, fire, air, not even the space. You are beyond any imagination, beyond any visual concept, beyond any mental concept. What is your experience right now? What is your direct insight right now? And hear this when I'm telling you that there is nothing missing. Nothing is missing. Because if missing means coming and going, if something was missing, that would mean that truth is coming and going. It is just that you're interpreting it wrongly, we can say. Right now, all appearances are appearing. Are you not aware of them? Does this awareness change? Stay with your insight. Don't go to any judgment, no inference. Does this awareness change? All appearances are changing. What about that which is aware of them? You will find that it is unchanging. And if the mind is giving you some doubt about this, try to change it. Don't be aware. For one fraction of a moment, don't be aware. You can do it. Even if you say, I went to sleep, even to have this experience called sleep, what you're actually saying is that I am aware of the experience of sleep. If you say, all my senses stopped, I meditated so deeply that all sensory perception went away. The world vanished, body vanished, emotions vanished, thoughts vanished. Yet I must be there to be aware of it. But I know the nature of the mind. The mind says, yes, yes, nothing happened to awareness. It's so clear. But what about me? This is the joke, you see. We went on the expedition to find I. We found that I is this unchanging awareness. But the mind comes in even there and says, yeah, yeah, of course I know this, that awareness, nothing has ever happened to it. But what about me? And we start on the same journey again. Can you introduce this I? And we again get back and we find only awareness. See, that's why I like very much what Claire said the other day. I is this unchanging self. But the habit is to play as if it is the small I, the limited, notional, egoic self. So this one comes back and says, yes, now that you see the big I, how does that change your life? Back to the small one. Then we go searching who wants their life to be different, who had the experience of the self, and we come and see, this was the unchanging self itself. But what about me? You see the loop? Yes, round and round. Every day in satsang we are doing this actually. The answer is here. It is complete. You are the self. Now if you say, but I know it's going to be about the me. Or even if you say, and now I must be free. It's still about the small me. Are you willing to give up the investment on this small me or no? If you still feel that satsang will get something for that one, then you better forget about it now. Better go and earn some money or something, make some better use of your time. There's still some hope that something I will here will bring something for the non-existent me. This is not going to happen. Do you have a doubt about awareness? Like, why is awareness's life still so bad? When will awareness get more money? Huh? When will awareness's uh, monetary situation be better? Did we talk about money? When will awareness have better relationships? No, we don't have a doubt like that. It's always about the non-existent me. Let's see. Vidya says, who, what is dropping the thought or not believing in the thought? Is by looking defective that no clarity comes. Looking is never defective. Clarity is already here. You are aware of all the appearances or no? Nod your head if you like. Where are you? Okay, I don't see you, but it's okay. You can type it out. You are aware of all appearances. I can say this with complete confidence. You are not wrong in the looking. Now, how are you interpreting this experience? Is it? That's why Maharaj said something very deep actually. That you are not experiencing suffering. You are just suffering, you are experiencing. Actually, you are experiencing only the truth. But you are interpreting it in the wrong way. So it is not even that you're seeing a snake where there is just a rope. But actually, it is only that you are interpreting the rope as a snake. So who is it that picks up the thought or adopts the thought? It is your own self. in its dynamic aspect called consciousness. So you can say consciousness is all there is. When we speak of all there is phenomenally, it is the light of all phenomena, it is the screen of all phenomena. The notional me never was born. All of this is clear. Actually, it is. Everything is frozen. Am I still broadcasting? So, if somebody can wave if they see me broadcasting. All video is on actually. Can somebody type out if they see me in the broadcast? It's fine? Is it right? What am I saying then? Okay. We were out for lunch a few minutes ago and thank you. And we saw that there's a spoon on the table. There's a spoon on the table that was being perceived. And I saw that the perception is just functioning on its own in my being. And I'm aware of the presence of this being, of my existence. So the spoon was there as an object within existence. And there was an awareness of this existence with no separation between that which is aware and that which exists. Oneself, like hand and finger. And yet to perceive the spoon, I did not have to invent a meaning. Only to suffer, I have to invent a meaning. For this life to function, I don't have to invent. I being what? That was her question. Consciousness. Who has deluded itself as being a person for so long? Consciousness. Who is coming out of this delusion? Consciousness. Why does it do it? Consciousness. I know the last answer doesn't appeal to the mind. Why do we then need satsang? In the play of consciousness, reminding consciousness that the person has never been real. That's why I've been pointing out to all of you that as you're dropping your notions, life is not stopping. Seeing, hearing, tasting, smelling, touching, all these are still there, effortlessly. Life is not stopped. Even the body movements don't stop. The world exists effortlessly and the world includes this body. Your existence is here without any effort. Are you making some effort to be, to exist? No. That's why I said that we can't even try to just be, because even that brings some idea of effort into it. I'm going to just be from now on. But you were already. Don't need to take any new position. And you are aware of it, completely aware that you exist. Nobody has to teach you that. No, nobody from outside is telling you that you exist. So natural. But this false me has never come into existence. That's why when my master says you don't even exist, in that one that you're posing as, the one that wants something, the one that has a plan, the one that has decided to do something or not do, the doer or non-doer, the desirer or renouncer, all of these are just notional. The one that has pride or arrogance, grievances, unworthiness are not you. It does not exist now. It never has. Okay. I'm going to give you a 10-year project. Huh? 10-year. The 10-year project is, and I'll tell you what to do in every year, all the steps. The project is that you have to find the space in this room. You find it? I give you full 10 years. How do you know it is there? Is there space in this room? How do you know it is there? You see it? What color is it? When was it born? How can you really know? In this space. Which is what you, that which is aware even of this space. That one. How we find. You see the point? 10 years and come to the very same conclusion that it has always been here. But I cannot find it as an object. Or you can see this space like that. What about time? What is time? Find time. Find out what is time. If nothing changes, no time. If there is change, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. So what is the shape of this time? So if time and space in themselves don't have these qualities, why are you expecting to find the self if it will happen? As if it will be an experience. Can you draw a painting of this space? Can you take a photo of time? Cannot. You see, you can only take, all those are just objects which are appearing and disappearing within time and space. What about that? Time and space themselves are appearing. How will you draw a picture of that? How can it be this? Like this idea of awareness is like this, some big black space or something. Talk all concepts about it, whether they are visuals or ideas. Drop all expectations of finding it as if it is something one day. And see what is naturally present, what is naturally here. And for those of you who want the 10-year program, I can create. First 2 years, get rid of your lust, your your attraction to food. Get rid of 2 years I give you enough or no? All those years. Recite the Ashtavakra Gita, Bhagavad Gita. You should be able to. To debate with everybody around and win the debates. You see what I'm getting at. At the end of 10 years, what will you find? This is quality less space, quality less time. And time is take birth. That is beyond even space. How long will I represent a notion or a visual? Is there something real about you? feel like you didn't, that is not true. You got it. And if you feel like you got it, because you are it, the concept of getting is false. Any concept left to demolish now? I feel like that. Any but which is still but. So let me end with the same example that we did with yesterday. I feel it is useful for many of us. If you have had the idea that I have been driving this car for a long time on a busy road, a lot, and I have to be in control of it moment to moment. And someone comes and says, leave it, it'll be fine. Some moment of fear would come. What do you mean? But because starting to trust, just try it for 2 seconds. It would just you but be there. Leaving the steering wheel, you better be there. And the Guru is there to offer you that reassurance. Really. Then the fear, sometimes you say, much fear is coming, Father, when I let go. So much fear is coming as I'm seeing that I'm not a thing. This is the same fear that you will crash. But actually life continues to just move along this way, this way, this way, this way. Whatever might be happening. So what happens in Satsang is that as you are coming to your existence, you thought that you were controlling your life with these concepts, with these notions. Now you're getting empty of them. And during that time, that little bit of time, you can feel some fear. It might feel like a fear of death. It might feel like the fear of losing control. And I'm here to tell you that I'm here with you through this fear till you see that there is nothing to fear. So I'm here with you till you see that I am you. And this hands off the steering wheel is neither doership nor non-doership. You're not going to do the nothing. Hands off the steering wheel does not mean that, oh, I have bills to pay, but I'm not the doer, so I won't hit the check. But that is also doing of not doing. You're doing the not doing. It only means that you don't take a position with regards to anything at all. And you will see that the body will continue to move. Just like these birds are right in their own without anybody doing them. Just like the hearing of them is happening on its own without anybody doing it. Life will continue to flow. Okay? Thank you also for being in such today. सद्गुरु श्री मुजी बाबा की
जय। सद्गुरु श्री अनंत जी की जय।